place tonight. Though most of us are strangers to each other, the many crowds that let us here will mingle and unite as we walk down the same road together. So when the music starts, open up your heart, let it soar like a lark in early morning. Sorrow, care and fear have no dominion here. They shall all soon disappear in the sound of singing. This crowded age we live in gives us little time or choice. Small simple dreams are often derided, but tonight we shall sing in a common human voice. Tonight we shall be non-divided. So for these trials at least, may your spirits be released. May you find peace is what you're seeking. The frantic ceaseless roar of the world outside our door shall this night fade before the sound of singing. So when the music starts, open up your heart, let it soar like a lark in early morning. Sorrow, care and fear have no dominion here. They shall all soon disappear in the sound of singing.
Ladies and gentlemen, very sadly, I cannot speak very much French, but I just want to say that it's a great honour to be out here singing to you this week. We're absolutely loving our time and we're loving your hospitality, and thank you very, very much indeed.
Men of Cornwall, one and all are we, and here we stand together to bring you greetings from our Celtic land. We have brought our wives and friends with us across the western water to sing, to drink, to talk and shake your hand. In times of old our Celtic saints came to our land of Cornwall and put their names to our villages and towns, like St. Just and Ives and Mary and St. Hilary and Seven. Their Celtic Christian roots can here be found. Men of Cornwall, one and all are we, and here we stand together to bring you greetings from our Celtic land. We have brought our wives and friends with us across the western water to sing, to drink, to talk and shake your hand. We all share a common feeling, a deep-rooted love of Cornwall. We are here with you to sing our songs with pride. We will tell you of the fishermen, the farmers and the miners, and the beauty of our Cornish countryside. Men of Cornwall, one and all are we, and here we stand together to bring you greetings from our Celtic land. We have brought our wives and friends with us across the western water to sing, to drink, to talk and shake your hand. We have brought our wives and friends with us across the western water to sing, to drink, to talk and shake your hand. This land is barren and broken, scarred like the face of the moon. Our tongue is no longer spoken, towns all around face ruin. Will there be work in New Brunswick? Will I find gold on the Cape? If I tunnel away down to Australia, how will I ever escape? and I'm not coming back. So follow me down, cousin Jack. The soil was too poor to make Eden. Granted as he left no choice, though visions of heaven sustained us when John Wesley gave us a voice. Did Joseph once come to St. Michael's Mount, 2,000 years past in a dream, when you're working away in the darkness, deep in the heart of the sea? Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm heading for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the low or inside the vein, where the copper, the clay and the arsenic and tin run in your blood and get under your skin. I'm leaving the county behind and I'm not coming back. So follow me down, cousin Jack. I dream of a bridge on the Tamar that opens us up to the east, where the English they live in our houses and the Spanish they fish in our seas. Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm heading for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the load or inside the vein, where the copper, the clay and the arsenic and tin run in your blood and get under your skin. I'm leaving the county behind and I'm not coming back. Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm heading for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the load or inside the vein, where the copper, the clay and the arsenic and tin run in your blood and get under your skin. I'm leaving the county behind and I'm not coming back. So follow me down, cousin Jack. Yes, follow me down, cousin Jack.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of the songs that we sing are about the mining industry, the fishermen and the farmers. And that song was about the miners years and years ago who could not get work in Cornwall. And so they emigrated around the world. Some went to America, to Australia, different places with their families, and they never went back to Cornwall. We also got a lot of sea around Cornwall, and we have a lot of lifeboats. And this is a song about our wonderful lifeboat service that we have back in the United Kingdom. On a cold winter's night, with the storm at its height, the lifeboat answered the call. They pitched and they tossed, and we thought they were lost as we watched from the harbour wall. Though the night was pitch black, there was no turning back, for someone was waiting out there. And each volunteer had to live with his fear as we joined in a silent prayer and carried them home, home, home from the sea. Angel of mercy, answer our plea, and carry them home, home, home from the sea. Carry them safely home from the sea. As they battled their way past the mouth of the bay, it was blowing like never before. As they gallantly fought, every one of them thought of loved ones back on the shore. Then a flicker of light, and they knew they were right. There she was on the crest of
sea. Angel of mercy, answer our plea, and carry them home, home, home from the sea. Carry them safely home from the sea.
And back in the town, in a street that runs down to the sea and the harbour wall, they gathered in pairs at the foot of the stairs to wait for a radio call. Then just before dawn, when all hope was gone, came a hush and a faraway sound. It's the coxswain, he roared,
all survivors on board.
thank God our homeward bound,
And carry them home, home, home from the sea. Angel of mercy, answer our plea, and carry them home, home, home from the sea. Carry them safely home from the sea.
From Lorient town we used to sail through rain and mist and lashing gale. The mackerel shoals we hope to find, and soon we've left Land's End behind. We've searched the 7 stones all round, but not a sign or shoal we found. Round Island Lights is still in sight, but the Scillies are a barren ground.
For Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, what are the Cornish boys to do?
The winding engine used to sing a melody to Cornish tin, and Keeper lads they all would grin at payday on a Friday. The water now reclaims the mine, and young men talk of old men's time, and go to work in gold or coal, or face a life upon the dole.
For Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, what are the Cornish boys to do?
The hammer of the auctioneer is the only sound we soon shall hear, and visitors will make the noise and order drinks from Cornish boys.
For Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, what are the Cornish boys to do? We'll do as we have done before. We'll go and roll our oar, wherever sea or ship are found, or there's a hole down underground. For Cornish lads are fishermen, and Cornish lads are miners too. But when the fish and tin are gone, that's what the Cornish boys will do.
That's what the Cornish boys will do.
So very sadly, there was a lifeboat that sunk called the Mary Helen Carter. And John is going to tell you the story about the Mary Helen Carter and how the men who were aboard her tried to get her, raised her up from the seabed and brought her to the surface.
We went down last October in the pouring driving rain. The skipper he'd been drinking, the matey felt no pain. Too close to female rock and she was dealt her mortal blow. And the Mary Ellen Carter said, "Oh no." There was the flag aboard her when she finally hauled on. We worked like hell to save her, oh he was off
and those who loved her best and who were with her to the end, just like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again.
On the illusion of growth, not any gold they spend. She lived 20 years as service boys and met her sorry end. In short, paid the loss to us, so never rest below. And they laughed at us and said we had to go. We spoke of pearl picture sometimes round the clock. She's worth $250,000 floating at the dock. And every job that hit the bar we vowed we would remain and make that Mary Ellen Carter rise again.
Oh, rise again, rise again, rise again. That her name not be lost to the knowledge of men, and those who loved her best and who were with her to the end, just like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again.
All spring now we've been with her on the barge left by a friend. 3 days a day in hard hat suits and twice I've had the bends. Thank God it's only 60 feet and the currents here are slow, or I wouldn't have the strength to go below. We patched her bits and solder bits on caption poor old down, but cables to her fore and after the gird her round. Tomorrow noon she'll hit the air and then take up the strain. I watch that Mary Ellen Carter rise again.
Oh, rise again, rise again, rise again. That her name not be lost to the knowledge of men, and those who loved her best and who were with her to the end, just like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again.
Couldn't believe her again, see that from wool into scale. She saved her life so many times, a living through the gale. And the laughing drunken rats that left her to her sorry grave, they won't be laughing in another day. And who adversity and up a final blow, with smiling bastards lying to you everywhere you go. Turn to and put out all your strength of arm and heart and brain, and like that Mary Ellen Carter rise again.
Oh, rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broke or your life about to end, no matter what you've lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, just like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again, rise again, rise again. Though your heart it be broke or your life about to end, no matter what you've lost, be it a home, a love, a friend, just like the Mary Ellen Carter rise again.
Thank you. Thank you, John. We like a good pint of beer back in the United Kingdom, and in Cornwall especially, we like a good pint of beer. And this is what we do to barman who gives us bad beer.
I've lived around this dirty old town since the last time I was sailing. I'll not stay another day, I'd rather be a whaling. Paid off me score and then ashore, money soon was flying, with Judy Lee upon my knee, and in my ear she's lying.
Oh Lord above, send down a dove with beak as sharp as razors, to cut the throats of them their blokes, what sells bad beer to sailors.
With me new-found friends, me money spent just as fast as winking, and when I makes to pay me slate, landlord says,
keep drinking.
With my money all gone, my clothes in pawn, Judy said for leaving. 6 months pay gone in 3 days, but Judy isn't grieving.
Oh Lord
When the clip comes round, I'll take his crown. His hand I'll be shaking, and in the morn sail for the Horn, just as the dawn is breaking. In one last ship from port I'll slip, and this vow I'll be swearing, to settle down in my hometown and go no more seafaring.
O Lord above, send down a dove with beak as sharp as razors, to cut the throats of them their bloods, what sells bad beer to sailors. O Lord above, send down a dove with beak as sharp as razors, to cut the throats of them their bloods, what sells bad beer to sailors.
You to beware that when you go sailing them packet ships, no dungaree jumpers wear, but have a big monkey jacket all ready to your hand, for there blows some cold no-westers on the banks of Newfoundland.
We'll scrape her and we'll scrub her with holy stone and sand, and we'll finger the cold no-westers on the banks of Newfoundland.
There was Jack Lynch from Ballynahinch, Mike Murphy and some more. I tell you well, they suffered like hell on the way to Baltimore. They pawned their gear in Liverpool and they sailed as they did stand, and there blows some cold no-westers on the banks of Newfoundland.
We'll scrape her and we'll scrub her with holy stone and sand, and we'll finger them cold no-westers on the banks of Newfoundland.
The matey stood on the forecastle head and loudly he did roar, come rattle her in, me lucky lads, we're bound for America's shore, and wash the blood of that dead man's face and haul or you'll be damned, for there blows some cold no-westers on the banks of Newfoundland.
We'll scrape her and we'll scrub her with holy stone and sand, and we'll finger them cold no-westers on the banks of Newfoundland.
And now we're off the hook, me boys, and the land's all white with snow, and soon we'll see the pay table and we'll have all night below, and on the docks coming down in Foxtown pretty maids will stand, saying it's snugger with me than it is at sea on the banks of Newfoundland.
We'll scrape her and we'll scrub her with holy stone and sand, and we'll finger them cold no-westers on the banks of Newfoundland. We'll scrape her and we'll scrub her with holy stone and sand, and we'll finger them cold no-westers on the banks of Newfoundland.
Now when I sing of Cornwall, there's just one way to begin, to tell the story of the men of copper, fish and tin. From the seas that's all around us to way below the ground, the memory of those mighty men are gathered all around.
So let's hear it for Trelawney, may his army never die. Let's hear it for Trevithick with his engine steaming by. Woo, woo. Let's hear it for the farmers and for the fishermen. Let's hear it for the miners who we hope will mine again.
Oh, from the engine houses scattered all around Carbray, to the whites and Austell landscape sculpted in the china clay, from the harbours down at Newlyn, at Boscastle and Loo, the lighthouse on the Wolf Rock prove what Cornish men can do.
So let's hear it for Trelawney, may his army never die. Let's hear it for Trevithick with his engine steaming by. Woo, woo. Let's hear it for the farmers and for the fishermen. Let's hear it for the miners who we hope will mine again.
Our Cornish past is mighty, it was built by mighty men. And as Cornishmen we long for those times to come again. So do we let our fishing and our mining around us fall, not if we stick together in our motto,
one and all. So let's hear it for Trelawney, May's army never dies. Let's hear it for Trevithick with his engine steaming by. Let's hear it for the farmers and for the fishermen. Let's hear it for the miners who hope will mine again. Now when you cross the Tamar into this promised land, there's one thing to remember, one thing to understand. That Cornwall's not a county that's sided in the west. That Cornwall is the country and the land we love the best. So let's hear it for Trelawney, May's army never died. Let's hear it for Trevithick with his engine steaming by. Let's hear it for the farmers and for the fishermen. Let's hear it for the miners who hope will mine again. So let's hear it for Trelawney, May's army never died. Let's hear it for Trevithick with his engine steaming by. Let's hear it for the farmers and for the fishermen. Let's hear it for the miners who we hope will mine again. Was pleasant and delightful on a bright summer's morn, where the hills and the valleys were covered in corn, and the blackbirds and thrushes sang on every green tree, and the larks they sang melodious at the dawning of the day. And the larks they sang melodious, and the larks they sang melodious, and the larks they sang melodious at the dawning of the day. Now a sailor and his true love were walking one day. Said the sailor to his true love, I'm bound far away. I'm bound for the Indies, where the loud cannons roar. I must go and leave my Nancy and leave my Nancy. I must go and leave my Nancy. I must go and leave my Nancy. She's the girl that I adore. So a ring from her finger she hastily drew, saying, take this, my darling, my heart will prove true. And as she embraced her, tears from her eyes fell, saying, may I go along with you? Oh, it's only a farewell. Saying, may I go along with you? Saying, may I go along with you? Saying, may I go along with you? Oh, it's only a farewell. So it's farewell, dearest Nancy, I can no longer stay, for the topsails are hoisted and the anchors are weighed, and the good ship lies waiting for the next flowing tide. And if ever I return again, I will make you my bride. And if ever I return again, and if ever I return again, and if ever I return again, I will make you my bride. And the larks they sang melodious, and the larks they sang melodious, and the larks they sang melodious at the dawning of the day. Oh, now I'll sing to you about the maiden fair I met. Away, Santiana,
Napoleon of the West, they say,
along the plains of Mexico. Heave her up and away we'll go. Away, Santiana, heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico.
he's a fine pepper ship with a bloody good crew.
Away, Santiana,
And a salt sea yank for a captain's shoe.
along the plains of Mexico. Heave her up and away we'll go. Away, Santiana, heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico.
Santiana fought for gold.
Away, Santiana,
Around Cape Horn through the ice and snow.
along the plains of Mexico. Heave her up and away we'll go. Away, Santiana, heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico.
In the fields of monetized.
Away, Santiana,
Oh, his legs got blown away.
along the plains of Mexico. Heave her up and away we'll go. Away, Santiana, heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico.
It was a fierce and bitter strife.
Away, Santiana,
General Taylor took his life.
along the plains of Mexico. Heave her up and away we'll go. Away, Santiana, heave her up and away we'll go along the plains of of Mexico.